Good evening, America. I'd like to make an announcement. It seems as though Beetlejuice 2 is going to be produced with Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton reprising the roles as Lydia Deetz and Beetlejuice, respectively. In tandem with filming and production of Beetlejuice 2, I will be writing dialogue and characters into the Tim Burton script. The characters that I write into the script exist in the same archetypal realm that the characters in the Tim Burton script exist. Tim Burton will soon find out that the fiction that he is creating crosses over into a sort of quasi-reality that is just as real as the reality of the tangible world that we experience as reality or perceive to be reality. When he is filming scenes for Beetlejuice 2, it is possible for characters that I have written to cross over from the archetypal realm that my characters inhabit to the archetypal realm that his characters inhabit, and compete with them for things. So, when suddenly in my Beetlejuice 2 script, a new character emerges that Tim Burton didn't write, he should now know that this character is written by me and has crossed over to his movie, having become a part of it. What I am presenting to you is a complete version of Beetlejuice 2. When the movie comes out, you'll need to see my presentation of Beetlejuice 2 to get the whole movie. Okay. I'm going to write a character for myself for Tim Burton to consider. Let's start the opening scene of my Beetlejuice 2 script. Okay. Scene 1, Lydia Deetz, now a college professor at the Petaluma College of Fine Arts in Petaluma, California, enters a class on a Monday morning to greet her students. She teaches a class about paranormal phenomena. Good morning, class. Today we'll be discussing ghosts. For starters, have any of you ever seen a ghost? A woman named Sheila responds. I don't believe in ghosts. Really? You'll be a believer by the end of this course. I doubt it. Do you believe in the afterlife? I believe that the human soul does exist in a non-corporeal form, but only exists in another plane of existence that we don't have access to yet. They have access to us. I've been haunted by ghosts in my former residence. Really? Can you name any of them? I sure can, Sheila. There's a ghost that's been haunting me for years. His name is Beetlejuice. He can be summoned by saying his name 3 times. I don't believe you. If that's true, let me try saying his name 3 times. Sheila says Beetlejuice's name 3 times, and not only does Beetlejuice appear, but also Beetlejuice's brother Mike. Hi, class, I'm Beetlejuice. Hi, I'm Mike. I'm Beetlejuice's brother. Beetlejuice has a brother? His name is Mike? That's not a very creepy name for a ghost. I can be creepy if you want me to. My nickname is Graveyard Bones. Is that creepy enough for you? That's creepy. Thanks. Can you tell me what it's like to live on as a ghost, Mike? For starters, it's never boring. As ghosts, we live in a realm of gothic beauty that we can cross over from into your realm of existence. Why do you haunt people? We haunt people because sometimes we feel empty, Sheila. We yearn to interact with human beings in the world of concrete reality. The spirit world is a state of limbo that we inhabit until we re enter a new world of tangible reality. This realm that we inhabit is a place that we pass through. Do you like to scare people? We love to scare people, Sheila. Seeing a ghost is kind of experience that excites the human psyche on a primal level, where survival instincts are activated. When a person is in a state of terror, that is when the person feels truly alive, as the privilege of being alive is felt. It's not a true state of terror to see a ghost. It's a slightly terrifying but fun glimpse into the eternal and unknown. That's fascinating. Let's enjoy the class, Sheila. That would be excellent. Lydia Dietz lectured her students. They then went home, and next day they reassembled in Miss Dietz's classroom for another lecture. Again, Mike appeared to them during the lecture. Hi, Lydia. You're here again? I was so moved by your lecture yesterday that I decided to come back today. It is wonderful for a teacher of the supernatural to have a real ghost in the classroom. Could you come back tomorrow? I was supposed to go on a date. You are a ghost. You have a glow that surrounds you. It's a beautiful aura. It's a sign of being a person who has gained immortality. So if you see somebody with an aura around them, then that's a person who has gained immortality. It's a privilege. The idea is intriguing. It's just that I've never seen a human being dating a ghost. Let's set a new precedent. I'll have to think about it. I'll be waiting. Lydia Dees lectures her class about supernatural beings who can suddenly appear in different moments of the past, present, and future in the form of an inanimate object. She then goes home for the evening. She lives in a beach house that she built with a bunch of friends that sits along the Pacific Ocean in a town called Happy Sunset, California. She sits on the couch to watch some lame television when she gets a knock on the door. It's a guy she's been dating named Casper Schopenhauer. I didn't know you were coming over tonight, Casper. I thought I'd drop in. I don't like your abruptness, Casper. You should have called. What are you watching? Reruns of Fantasy Island? I'll watch that with you. Suddenly, they hear a sinister-sounding voice in the living room speaking to them. Lydia, you cannot escape from me. I am your true love. What was that? I'm not sure. Lydia suspects that it might be Mike, who has come to haunt them. Suddenly, the house starts rumbling as if there was an earthquake, but it is Mike using his telekinetic powers. Lydia, you must come with me. I'm going home, Lydia. This is really freaking me out. Lydia Dietz goes to class the next day to find Mike there again. Good morning, Lydia. Good morning, Mike. Where were you yesterday evening? At home. Gardening. Gardening at night? Who gardens at night? A lot of people garden at night. So many people, in fact, that R.E.M. wrote a song about it. It's called Gardening at Night. That's a lie. You were terrorizing me and Casper because you were jealous. That's a douchebag's name? Casper? You should be with a real ghost like me. I'm Graveyard Bones, not Casper the friendly ghost. Get out of here. I want you, Lydia. Go home. Bye, I'll see you. Lydia Dees goes home that evening to find herself feeling very isolated and lonely. She starts to think that she may be falling in love with Mike. She goes to bed. She's lying in bed, feeling an ominous presence in the room. This presence is both somewhat terrifying and beautifully enticing, as it beckons her to a transcendent realm of colors she has never seen. And emotions she has never felt. She reaches a precipice in this heightened state of awareness where she has the option of crossing over into this realm of unearthly pleasure or staying earthbound in familiar territory. She finds the courage within herself to cross over into this realm and experience the sensations of the most exquisite kind of a place of beauty and tranquility. It's a place where she understands the true meaning of the love of existence. She has found herself in a place of transcendence. It is a place of unusual sights. The next morning, when she gets out of bed, Mike is standing there in her room. How'd you like it? Mike? That was amazing. You decided to go with me? That is the kind of love I can give you. I have to get to school. I'll talk to you later. Lydia Dees arrives at school the next day and goes into her class. She addresses her students. Good morning, class. We have discussed many different supernatural phenomena so far this semester. Does anybody care to give us their opinion on the validity of my philosophy of the supernatural? I would. Yes, Sheila, what is your opinion? I don't believe in any of it. Okay, let's see. A skeptic. Why don't you believe? I'll tell you why. The human mind is an epiphenomenon that arises from the functioning of the brain. My theory, Sheila, is that the brain is brought into existence by the human mind, which is eternal. I've never seen proof of that. You've seen Mike, the ghost known as Graveyard Bones. That could have easily been an optical illusion. Optical illusion. That wasn't an optical illusion. That was a ghost. Ghosts don't exist, Miss Dietz. They do exist. I remain skeptical. This is merely material. Plane of existence. What could possibly remain in the human body after death? The soul. Did you ever notice that there's something indescribable, something so unique about each person that you have ever met? It is that defining characteristic of each of us that distinguishes us from each other. It is that which sets us apart from each other. Yes, I know about that. That is the soul. If the soul didn't exist, how could you explain the amazing variety of human personalities? I don't believe in the soul. This is what we have, the material world, a fleeting temporal existence. What is fleeting and temporal is the tangible world that we inhabit. The soul is eternal. The soul lives on forever in new manifestations and new surroundings that are brought into existence by the soul. Um, there are conditions for immortality. To get immortality, you must believe in the immortal soul. You must look at the world in an optimistic fashion as an idealist who believes in meaning and purpose. You must believe that life is meant to be a beautiful experience of unearthly pleasure devoid of suffering. You must find the person who you're destined to form a unity of souls with. The love that you have for that person is not only a love that is a blind pleasure both physically and emotionally, but is the creative force that brings harmony into the universe and gives meaning and purpose to life. That was brilliant, Miss Dietz. We'll see if it's true. Remember, Sheila, you must truly believe in the soul if you want your soul to be immortal. Yeah, I'll remember that, Miss Dietz. I must truly believe. Have a nice afternoon, class. Miss Dietz leaves the school and sees Caspar Schopenhauer in front of it. What have you been up to, Lydia? The same stuff. The same stuff? What's that ectoplasm been finding on your clothes? It's not ectoplasm, it's a beauty product that I have been using for my skin. Bullshit, Lydia. It's ectoplasm. You've been dating a ghost. Okay, so it is ectoplasm, but we were not dating. I'll be watching you closely, Lydia. Fuck off, Casper. I don't need somebody like you who's so needy and insecure about a relationship. I'll see you later, Lydia. You better not be cheating. Casper goes home. Lydia goes home to ponder the situation. She begins to think that Casper is not the guy for her. He is too jealous of the slightest indication that she could be cheating on her. She knows that for her to get her immortality, she must be with the person she was destined for. Lydia goes to school the next day. She gives a lecture about the human soul leaving the body and inhabiting inanimate objects. In such cases, the human body functions on a material level. Good morning, Clash. Today we'll be just talking about the phenomenon of the human soul leaving the body and inhabiting an inanimate object. Come again, Miss Dietz. That's preposterous. No, Sheila. It's a bona fide fact. In some cases, the human soul has been seen to leave the body and inhabit an inanimate object. So, what you are saying is that my human soul could leave my body and find itself in an inanimate object? Yes, Sheila. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't believe this. Accept it, Miss Dietz. We are merely machines with brains as human beings. The human mind is an epiphenomenon of the brain. You are wrong. Where do you think you get your passion for debate and your personality, Sheila? It's a function of my brain. The mind is material. No, that is not correct. The human brain and human body are machines through which the soul temporarily operates until it finds a new place. The body and brain can function without a soul, but it operates on a different level in such cases, much like a robot. I would like to believe what you are saying, Miss Dietz, but it doesn't seem logical. My purpose here, in part, is to try to convince you of my theories. Please try to keep an open mind. Okay, sure. I'll see you people tomorrow. Have a great day. Lydia Dietz gets to her car and drives home. When she gets home, she finds graveyard bones. The ghost that Mike is known as standing in front of the house. Okay. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Mike. Fancy seeing you here. How was your day? It was fascinating. I'm trying to convince a student of mine of the existence of the human soul. She'll be a believer someday. Yeah, she'll be a believer someday. Would you like to come inside? Sure. They go inside and go get into a deep conversation. Lydia really seems to be falling in love with Mike. Now she has to decide how to leave Casper. She ponders how she can accomplish this. Mike and Lydia are sitting on a couch in Lydia's living room talking. This is a beautiful house, Lydia. Thanks. It was built in 1774. I found something very interesting in the bedroom. On this floor, take a look at this. It's a roll of film. Really? They didn't have movie film back then. How was that possible? Look what I found. There's an essay in here with the man who lived here before. His name is Mike Meyer. Wow, he had the same name as me. In this essay, he writes about his invention. Apparently, this man invented photography and filmmaking before people knew about it. I watched some of the movies; they are fascinating. That's amazing. Movies from the 1700s, isn't it? I wonder why he kept his invention all to himself and didn't try to market it. I'm not sure. Do you want to watch a movie of this? Sure. They set up a film projector and a screen and watch a home movie on it. The man who made the movie looks at you and says, "Hi, my name is Mike Meyer. I made this film in 1774. If somebody happens to be watching this, I want you to know that this was me who made this film. By now, I'm sure that somebody else has discovered photography and filmmaking. I I have a whole bunch of other movies that I made here in the 1700s. These movies have some of the same themes as your modern day movies. My movies went through the same transitions from silent films to talkies, just like your movies. Enjoy them. This is a whole bunch of movies that came before your modern day movies. Some of them were filmed in other dimensions. Okay. And some were filmed here on our earthly plane of existence. Along, okay. Among them is also a movie that provides proof of the existence of ghosts. Okay. Speaking of ghosts, I'll be visiting you as a ghost soon. Bye. This is awesome, Lydia. I agree. Let's watch some of this stuff. Yeah, this is going to be wonderful. Mike and Lydia watched some of these movies and had a terrific evening. They go to bed for the evening and wake up the next day to find themselves in some kind of altered circumstance. The house seems to have been transformed. It looks old and gothic. They're lying in bed together. What's going on here, Lydia? I don't know. Why does the house look different? They hear a rustling in the kitchen across the hall. Is there somebody in the kitchen? It sounds like it. I'm going to go in and see what's going on. Lady walks into the kitchen and finds a man in there making breakfast. Who are you and what the fuck are you doing in my kitchen? Your kitchen? This is my kitchen. Come again? Your kitchen? Yes, this is my kitchen. I live here. What kind of scam are you trying to pull, Letty? This is my kitchen. I am Mike Meyer. Did you say that you're Mike Meyer? Yes. That is a strange coincidence. I was just reading a letter that was written by a man in the year 1774. I found it in the bedroom. Along with it, I found rolls of movie film that predate the American movie era of the 20th century. That is no coincidence. I'm Mike Meyer, and those are my movies. But this is the year 2022. No, it's not. It's 1774. 1774? Yeah. Look at the date on the newspaper. July 22nd, 1774. Yeah, it's the date on the newspaper. See? It's the date on the newspaper. The newspaper usually has a correct date on it. An accurate date on it. This is going to seem very unbelievable what I'm about to tell you. Tell me. I think I traveled back in time somehow from the year 2022. This is my house in the year 2022. You might be surprised at what I'm going to say, but I think I believe you. What is your name? Lydia. I think I believe you, Lydia. I've read many theories on time travel. I never thought I would travel time myself, especially not accidentally. That's a great name for a book. The Accidental Time Traveler. If you ever write a book, you should call it that. That's a good idea. I could write about this experience and release it as a novel. I have ideas of my own about time travel. Do you want to travel back to the future? Of course I do. You people ride around on horse-drawn wagons and live in little cabins with no electricity, television, and other creature comforts that I need. We have my movies. We have fun. There are so many societal enhancements by the time you get to the year 2022. I just thought of something. Since I have you here as a visitor from the year 2022, I could put you in a movie that I could write that is a look into the future. Sure, great. I'll start working on it. I'll agree to that only if you can find a way to get me back to the year 2022. I think we'll find a way. Lydia Dietz talked to Mike Meyer in the evening. Here's an excerpt from the conversation. Okay. Let's see. Where the fuck does it? Okay. Here we go. It's fascinating to meet a person with the year 2022. It's also fascinating to meet somebody from the year 1774. Take a look in the back, Lydia. How do you like my new horse-drawn wagon? It's nice, but you should see what we have in the future. What do you have? Cars. Cars? What are they? It's an invention of the 20th century. It's a vehicle with four wheels of air, inflated rubber that is propelled by an engine that emits an exhaust. They have made life much more convenient in the future. Do you have a picture of a car? Take a look at this. This is a picture of my 1974 Chevy Corvette. Wow, it's beautiful. The bubble design is at once curvilinear and sleek. I love that word, curvilinear. Okay. It's so amazing. I know that time is like another dimension that can be traveled. Keeps me in touch with the eternal nowness of human experience. Yeah, that is amazing. It's also amazing to know that you can develop a relationship with people from different eras in human history through time travel. Yeah, that is amazing. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz went to bed for the evening and got up early the next morning to go into town. Would you like to go out for breakfast? How does coffee and pancakes at Mindy's sound? Sure. Sounds delectable. Take me to Mindy's. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz go to Mindy's Pancakes Palace. Are confronted by a very long line waiting to get into the restaurant. They're greeted by a woman named Maud. Okay, so what's Maud's voice going to sound like? Let me think. Okay, this will be Maud's voice. Okay. Hi, I'm Maud. Welcome to Mindy's Pancake Palace. Hi, Maud. Table for two, please. Right this way. Lydia, who is this gentleman? Oh, sorry, Maud. This is Mike Meyer. He is from the year 1774, where you are from. This is impressive, Lydia. You're already meeting people that I haven't met in 1774 and finding restaurants that I haven't been to. I have a way with people. Mike Meyer and Lydia Dietz are shown to their table, and given menus. You are beautiful, Lydia. That's flattering, but I'm spoken for. This is strictly business. It doesn't have to be. Thanks anyway for the compliment. Mike and Lydia were thoroughly enjoying the pancakes and coffee at Minnie's when all of a sudden, Lillian Pear suddenly appears in the restaurant. Let's see. From the realm of archetypes, reality bites too exist. Hi, Mike and Lydia. Hi, Leilana. How'd you get here? You're supposed to be with me in Reality Bites too. I crossed over to the realm of archetypes to tell you about a great pancake place that you might be interested in if you cross over into Reality Bites too. If we cross over into Reality Bites too, does that mean that we are going to be new characters in the movie? You people could have special characters written into the script if you are interested. I think that would be really cool. We would have to get Winona Ryder's approval in order for that to happen. How did you cross over to the realm of archetypes where Beetlejuice 2 exists to the realm of archetypes where Reality Bites 2 exists? In the realm of archetypes where Reality Bites 2 exists, I was in between takes and wandering around on the set. I came upon a door that I'd never seen before on the set of Reality Bites 2. As it turns out, this is a door that toggles back and forth in and out of existence. Usually when you try to open it, it suddenly disappears. Been trying to open the door for months when suddenly I succeeded. At first, when I opened the door, I found myself in a room that was completely black. It was so dark in the room that I couldn't see objects. Then suddenly the whole set of Beetlejuice 2 materialized before my very eyes. Now here I am on the set of Beetlejuice 2. That's fascinating. How do you get back to the Beetlejuice 2 set? I'm assuming there must be some door on the set of Beetlejuice 2 that'll take me back to the set of Reality Bites 2. Until I find that, I want to discuss with you my next purpose here. What is it? I want to tell you about a restaurant in San Francisco in the realm of archetypes where Reality Bites 2 exists called Pancakes by the Bay. Yeah? What about it? There's something extraordinary about the pancakes. What? They have a taste to them that is unlike any other pancakes I have ever had. They are truly delectable. They are so delicious because they are flavored by a non-culinary ingredient. Yeah, what could that be? Love. You only experience the exquisite pleasure of eating their pancakes if you truly are in love with your lover. Take us there, sure. Okay, now that I'm here, let's eat. What would you people recommend at this place? I have the scrumptious pancakes and savory coffee. That's what I would have. This is a wonderful place to be. They enjoyed the breakfast and had a wonderful evening. Okay.